The last couple of weeks, I've been talking about the experimental study that used triple anticoagulant therapy to successfully treat 91 patients with long COVID. In that study, 80% of patients taking the therapy recovered from long COVID, and the microclotting and platelet hyperactivation both resolved in those recovered patients. That strong showing for triple anticoagulant therapy leads to two natural questions. What's the next step for evaluating triple anticoagulant therapy, and can long COVID patients get triple anticoagulant therapy? Unfortunately, the next steps for triple anticoagulant therapy is the most dreaded process in all of biomedical sciences: clinical trials. Science and medicine both like certainty when testing hypotheses about whether a specific drug or combination therapy can actually treat a disease. Certainty tends to require large amounts of data. It requires an experiment to be repeated over and over and over again. So the next steps for triple anticoagulant therapy is really for the experiment to be repeated over and over again on an increasingly larger population of long COVID patients in large-scale, randomized, placebo-controlled clinical trials. Now, the good part about triple anticoagulant therapy is that all of the drugs that make up the treatment are already approved by the FDA, they're used clinically, and they're relatively safe. The bad part is that clinical trials take time. My best guess is that will be 3 to 5 years to get triple anticoagulant therapy through clinical trials, working at the normal speed of science and medicine. So in the meantime, can long COVID patients get triple anticoagulant therapy now? Currently, each of the individual drugs in triple anticoagulant therapy is approved for human use by the FDA. Physicians are able to prescribe each of those drugs for the approved use and for off-label uses as they see fit. Most physicians, though, are likely going to want to see data from a large clinical trial, or at least multiple smaller clinical trials, before they'll prescribe triple anticoagulant therapy. But each doctor can make their own decision. So if you're suffering from long COVID, go see your physician and ask if they would consider prescribing triple anticoagulant therapy for you. The worst the physician can say is no. If they say yes, you have an 80% chance of recovering from long COVID. To download a copy of the study to take with you when you see your physician, check out my bio, click the link, and click the button to go to my Substack article. And as always, you can follow my research and give me feedback by leaving me a comment, checking out my bio, and following me. Thanks, and see you next time.